What's up, guys? It's Taylor Smith. Today we're talking about how to find purpose. How do you find your point in life? That's actually a huge question that I think we all think about every single day. Always questioning it, always wondering when we're gonna figure it out. So I feel like this is something that we could all relate to, you know? Definition of purpose, according to Google, I'm gonna slap it right here. It's pretty much your reason for existing. So why do you exist? What's your point? Why are you here?
Why are you here?
That's aggressive. That's a big question, that's a big ask, and that's a big answer. That definition has a lot of power behind it. That is literally, it just sounds so stressful, and you shouldn't be stressing about what your purpose is. Something that I kind of came to terms with is that purpose isn't real. Well, you're super bad. Purpose isn't real. I felt so behind in life for not figuring out that answer as to what my purpose was and what my point of life was. It drove me crazy to the point where I was like, I have no purpose and there's no reason for me to be here. Type of mindset. It was very, very negative, and it was honestly really hard to get out of that mindset, but I did get out of that mindset. I literally left that negativity in the trash. I was like, bye, I figured it out. Because I honestly understood the fact that there is no such thing as purpose. Not that we don't have a purpose, but there's no such thing as a purpose. Because you know what? We are multi-purpose cleaner, bro. That's the metaphor that I came up with my eye. Literally was like, when I go to the store, I don't want to buy just Windex. If there's I was making such a good point and my phone tweaked out and now I'm in a different location. But Windex cleaner, okay. I would not buy Windex cleaner if multi-purpose cleaner is right there. You know what I'm saying? So be multi-purpose cleaner. We are multi-purpose cleaner. We have multiple points of life. We have multiple purposes. I became so stressed out with being successful because the only thing I saw my purpose as was success. It was like, if I'm not successful, there's no point. I'm a failure if I do not become successful. And of course I'm in film, so it's it's not gonna be an easy path, Taylor. I was so hyper focused on one thing that if I didn't do that one thing, my life was over. And I didn't even realize all the other things I had around me. I had friends, I had other job opportunities, I had other ways of discovering myself, I had hobbies, I had family, I had all these other different purposes in life, and I wasn't taking advantage of that. Think of when you're younger and you're kind of asked oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And it's when you're a child, you don't say one thing. You say multiple things. I want to be a dancer, an astronaut, a police officer, a teacher. You say so many different things, and sometimes those things don't even correlate with each other. But then as you grow older, you're pinpointed this pressure that you need to do one thing, you need to be one thing. But that's not the point. Oh my God. I feel like this ideology for me, if you're a person that's constantly stressing out about your purpose, impending doom kind of feeling all the time because you're oh my gosh, if I don't find my purpose, then there's no reason for me to be here. It's such a miserable mindset to have because you cut yourself off from so much of the world. You cut yourself out of so many opportunities. And another thing, purpose changes. Okay, let's put it this way. You might have, ow, I just hit my elbow. You might have a main purpose, right? But then you have all these other little purposes that you do. You have so many purposes in life. Purpose is not one thing. Purpose is not one thing and one reason why you are existing. Purpose is literally the fact of living. That is purpose. Purpose is living. So live, literally live your life, experience the things that you need to experience, and don't restrict yourself to one path. Okay, I used to want to do psychology. Yeah, I used to want to be a psychologist and with Criminal Minds like type style. Say I want to be a lawyer, so I'm on a targeted path. I am on this path. I stay on that path and I'm going to dedicate myself to it because that's what I want to do, you know? But I'm still going to exist amongst other reasons of life, you know? I'm going to stay on lawyer, live a little outside, stay on lawyer. Something happens midlife. Something happens midlife, not midlife crisis, just something happens. Do I want to be a lawyer? Do I want to do psychology? No, I didn't want to do psychology. So boom, 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 dropped it, literally dropped it, and now I'm in film. And now I'm doing creative things, and I'm excited about it, and I'm meeting new people and getting new opportunities. I'm making new hobbies. Like, do not be afraid to stray away from the original purpose. Do not be afraid to stray away from the original prompt that you were given, because sometimes there's a bump in the road. Sometimes things come at us unexpectedly, and we're also growing all the time. We are constantly intaking new information, new ways of life. Like, it's a constant cycle and it never stops. So why should you just like pinpoint yourself to one thing and make yourself feel like you have to be one thing?
No.
You're a growing thing. If you're ever feeling down on yourself on like a goal that you had, or you were really, really persistent on, like I have a little bit of perfectionism, so I can get really obsessed with things, and if it doesn't go right, I crash. But I'm learning that things are supposed to be messed up. Purpose is supposed to change. Purpose is supposed to be multi-purpose cleaner. You know? Don't be Windex, be multi-purpose cleaner. I feel like this was like kind of like a short little inspiration. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Maybe I wanted to be a rapper in my past life, and obviously that didn't work. If you're struggling with your purpose, remind yourself that it's not just one thing. Remind yourself that it's okay to also not really know one thing, because your purpose is not something that's supposed to be known. It's something that you like realize. Does that make sense? Ooh, I kind of like that. Purpose is not something that needs to be answered, okay? You living is doing, your purpose comes to you, all right? You don't go to your purpose comes to you, because everything will click in your brain, and that day might not be tomorrow, and that day might not be right now, because again, purpose is you building yourself. You are growing into all these other things that you are going to do. Yeah, I feel like that was perfect. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna exit out, because you can go on with your life, and thanks for sitting with me for however long this video was. Sorry, I got the hiccups. But yeah, okay, well, good luck. Sending my love. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Be kind to yourself, and peace out, boo.